Hi, my name's Ciara from Ciara's Home Yoga. This is day 2 of my gentle yoga series. We'll move a lot with our breath today to cultivate deep and even breathing. So let's get started. We'll start seated, cross-legged on our mat. And as always, you can sit on a cushion or a bolster if that feels better for you. To start today, we'll bring our fingertips to our shoulders and we'll draw semicircles with our elbows, bringing our wrists to touch behind our head and our elbows to touch in front of our face, moving as fast or as slow as you like. And release. We'll do some shoulder circles now, rolling our shoulders up and back. Change direction, rolling our shoulders up and forwards. And release. We'll bring our right ear to our right shoulder now and point our chin up to the ceiling as much as feels good. Any discomfort here, we'll just leave our right ear to our right shoulder. Both shoulders remain back and down and we're breathing deeply. And release, other side. Left ear to left shoulder and point our chin up to the ceiling as much as feels good. Feeling into our belly here and feel it rise and fall with every breath. In yoga, we breathe through our nose. And release. Inhale, we'll reach our left hand to the ceiling. Exhale, we'll stretch to the right. Our right shoulder remains down away from our ear. Inhale, we'll flow to the other side. Exhale, feel into the stretch. And again, we'll repeat this a few times, moving with our breath and moving at your own pace. And release back to center. We'll inhale both our arms to the ceiling. Exhale, we'll twist to the left, looking over our left shoulder. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, twist to the right, looking over our right shoulder. And we'll repeat this a few times, again moving with our breath. We're twisting from our waist here, so we're not twisting from our upper body. And we're not forcing in this twist, we're just warming up our spine. And release. We'll make our way to sitting on our mat now, with our legs bent and the soles of our feet flat on our mat. Inhale, we look up, chest open, shoulders back. Exhale, rounding in our spine, bringing our chin to our chest and squeezing our navel to our spine. And again, inhale, look up. Exhale, rounding in our back. One more time. Our shoulders remain down away from our ears throughout. And release, we come back up to sitting cross-legged. And we'll bring our fingertips to rest on our mat behind us and lean back. We're squeezing our shoulder blades together in this pose. And our shoulders are down away from our ears and we're breathing deeply. We'll feel into our belly and feel it rise and fall with every breath here. And release. We'll make our way to tabletop now with our hands under our shoulders and our knees under our hips. We'll engage a strong core by drawing our navel to our spine. We'll bring our right fingertips to our head and we'll point our elbow to the ceiling 3 times. And release, right hand back down. We'll bring our left fingertips behind our head and draw our elbow to the ceiling 3 times. And release, left hand back down. Continuing to hold a strong core, we'll extend our right foot on our mat. And we're pushing into our right heel here. feeling all the muscles in our right leg becoming active, breathing deeply. And release, right knee back down. We'll extend our left leg now, continuing to draw our navel to our spine to hold a strong core. Pushing into our heel here, feeling our kneecap rise up our thigh, making our quad muscles really strong here. And release, left knee back down. We'll walk our knees back an inch or two and lower down onto our belly for some cobra flows. Coming up onto our fingertips with our fingertips at the outside edge of our mat. We'll inhale, come up to cobra, shoulders back and down. Exhale, lower back down. And we'll repeat this 2 more times. And again. We'll move our hands directly under our shoulders now. We'll inhale, push up to cobra. Exhale, we'll bend our right leg and turn to look at our right foot. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, bending our left leg and looking at our left foot. Inhale, back to center. Exhale and lower back down. Inhale, we'll push ourselves back up to cobra again. Exhale, we look over our right shoulder to our left foot. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, looking over our left shoulder to our right foot. Inhale, back to center. And exhale, lower back down. We'll push ourselves back up to tabletop now, bringing our knees as wide as our mat, our big toes to touch. We'll sit in our heels and we'll come forward into child's pose, drawing our chest to our mat here. We'll take a cleansing breath here. So we'll inhale through our nose, feeling our belly fill up with air, and a long, slow exhale through our mouth. We'll push ourselves back up to tabletop now, tuck our toes, and we'll make our way to down dog. And we're drawing our tailbone to the ceiling and our chest to our thighs. Option to walk your feet out here, bending your right knee and our left knee, and again. On our next inhale, we'll lower our knees to our mat, drop our belly and look up. Exhale, we'll make our way back to down dog. And again. Inhale, drop our knees, drop our belly, look up. Exhale, back to down dog. And release. We'll drop our knees to our mat, cross our legs behind us, and we'll make our way to sitting cross-legged on our mat. Shoulders back and down. We'll clasp our hands behind our back and move our hands away from our body, tucking our chin in very slightly here. We're squeezing our shoulder blades together in this pose. And release. We'll make our way to lying down on our mat now. Moving our heels behind our bum so that when we raise up in our upper body, we can skim the backs of our heels with our fingertips. Inhale, we'll raise our hips up to bridge. Exhale, lower back down. And we'll repeat this 2 more times, moving with our breath. And release. We'll extend our right leg on our mat now and we'll bring our left foot to rest on our right knee, twisting to the right. Our left shoulder remains in contact with our mat and we're looking to our left outstretched hand. Breathing deeply here. And release back to centre. We'll extend our left leg to our mat, bringing our right foot to our left knee and twisting to the left. Our right shoulder remains on our mat and we're looking to our right outstretched hand. And we'll breathe deep and even breaths here. And release. We'll roll to one side and push ourselves back up to sitting. We'll sit at the top of our mat with our shoulders back and down and our hands on our knees. And we'll rock and roll, holding a strong core, drawing our navel to our spine as we do this, massaging the entire length of our spine. One more time. And release. Coming back to sitting with our legs crossed again, we'll raise our arms up to the ceiling and clasp our hands, bringing our left hand to our right hand side and our right hand to our left hand side. And breathe deeply. We bring softness to our face here, checking in behind our eyes and our jaw and releasing any tension there. And release. We'll clasp our hands the other way around now, continuing to reach up, breathing deeply, bringing softness to our face here. And release. I'm going to turn so you can see me in profile now, and we'll bring our fingertips behind our bum again, squeezing our shoulder blades together here, breathing deeply. And release back to centre. Staying in our cross-legged position, we'll bring our right shin in front of our left shin and lean forward as much as feels good. Our shoulders remain down our back, away from our ears. On our inhale, we're lengthening through our spine, and our exhale, we're folding forward, feeling into a nice hip stretch in our right hip. Any discomfort here, pull back. Remembering to breathe deeply. And release, other side. Bringing our left shin in front of our right shin. Shoulders remain back and down and we lean forward. Only as much as feels good. Any discomfort in your left hip here, pull back. Our spine is long and straight here. On our inhales, we're lengthening through our spine. Exhale, we'll see if we can lean forward a tiny bit more. And release back up to centre. We'll make our way to lying on our mat again. We'll bring our right knee into our chest, extend our left leg and flexing our left foot. Squeezing our knee into our chest here. Option to move your knee around here if that feels good. Drawing our knee over to our armpit, back in front of our chest, and again. We'll draw some circles with our knee now. Change direction. And release, straightening our right leg and bringing our left knee into our chest. Flexing our right foot throughout. Playing around with pointing our knee over to our armpit and into our chest. and drawing circles with her knee here, in one direction and in the other direction. Breathing deeply. And release. We'll come to Supta Baddha Konasana now by bringing the soles of our feet together on our mat and letting our knees drop open. We'll bring a smile to her face here to relax all the muscles in her face. And we'll breathe deeply here, breathing like we do when we move with our breath, with long, slow inhales and long, slow exhales. Any discomfort here, move your heels further away from your bum. Continuing to breathe deeply. And release. We'll bring our knees together, move them to one side and push yourselves back up to sitting. I hope you enjoyed today's practice and you'll join me again. Please subscribe to Ciara's Home Yoga for more gentle yoga videos. Namaste. I upload a new video every Saturday to start the weekend connected to our body and our breath.